Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Aquarius in the month of September. If you like my readings, please subscribe and like. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below, including a link for donations, which are greatly appreciated and very useful during these times of change. Follow me on Instagram, I do a daily reading there. And if you want a personal reading from me, go to my Etsy shop, Love Grows Tarot Shop, and you can purchase one there. These readings are general, so they're not going to resonate with absolutely everyone. And the energies and themes in these readings will take place in the future, so please feel free to come back and review them at any time. I begin with 3 cards, the overall energy for the month, what to be mindful of for the month, and where some additional luck will be coming from the month, for you from that month. Tarot cards and spirit guide me, and I follow through with the rest of the reading, finishing off with the Wisdom Oracle, the Animal Spirit Oracle, and the Moonology Oracle. So let's get this reading started for Aquarius in the month of September. Our dear water bearers, the water of knowledge, humanitarians, Aquarius, what's going to be? Okay, so we have two today. So we'll start off with the King of Swords. So the King is a mature man or a mature person, not very emotional, is of the air signs, very much like you, Aquarius. So that would be Aquarius, that would be Gemini, and that would be Libra. So watch for people either born in those months, that time of year. The King of Swords is not a very emotional person, but a very honorable person, a very reliable person. He speaks the truth. It could be somebody in law, or any sort of legal position, or somebody that enforces things like service or police officers. So when you see the King, it can mean that somebody is going to come into your presence during the month of September, and this is the qualities of this person. The court cards can also ask you to live up to these kind of standards and qualities. Make sure that you're truthful, make sure that you are honest, make sure that you are reliable, and make sure that everything you're doing is from a logical, trustful mindset. So we have 2 cards that came out for the overall energy, excuse me, for the month of September. So we also have the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is conflict of interest, it's lively jargon, it's the ability to agree to disagree, working with others that have differences of opinion. It is a collective, so that's something that the Aquarians do like, because they are the humanitarians and they do like working for a collective. So this could be, the overall energy is going to be lively. There may be some conflict of interest, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be hurtful. It could be just a melding of different opinions and different minds. So once again, with the King of Swords, the King of Swords might be the person that actually coordinates what's going on in this kind of energy. So that's what you have to be, that's the overall energy for the month. So what to be mindful of for the month of September for Aquarius. Aquarius in the month of September, what do they need to be mindful of? Mindful for Aquarius in the month of September. Dear Spirit, what does Aquarius need to be mindful of for in the month of September? So we have the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles, 5 is also the bounce back card, but the 5 of Chemicals are when people are outside of the spiritual connections, outside of the spiritual realm. It's also perhaps dealing with people that have less sorry, I just had to do something, have less than you, and you bringing actually, because that, again, that humanitarian aspect of Aquarius, being able to be helpful to people that are less fortunate than you. If it is a situation where maybe people are going through hardships, there is hope. There is assistance for you, because this indicates here with the light on. It also indicates spirituality and a lean to that. Maybe perhaps it also means church. Maybe it means getting back to your faith and hope in things. So that is what we need to be mindful of for the month of September. And then we have, for additional luck, we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is younger than the Kings. So the Knights are active, they are dutiful. The Cups are your emotions, your creativity, sensitivity, intuition. The Knight of Cups is very charming. The Knight of Cups is very much in love with the idea of being in love, but not so much with the follow through. So the Knight of Cups is coming in with additional luck. So the Knight of Cups also has passion. So you might find passion, and within this passion that you have for, especially here, because you could be in a situation to assist people that are in need, and you might find your passion within this and be the carrier of the cup. The cup is your passion, it's your sensitivity, it's your intuition, it's your creative ideas. So that can bring you additional luck in the month of September. Also maybe focusing on more of your creative side. Aquarians aren't so much on the emotional side, they are more on the friendly side. So maybe dipping into that emotional pool or drinking from that cup will give you more additional luck during the month of September. So let's get on with this. So the next card that we have for Aquarius in the month of September comes from the Hermit. The Hermit is a major arcana, so that means the messages in these are stronger. The Hermit shines a light of knowledge over the world. So he is also very independent. He is also very, he seeks knowledge in a very solitary way. He could be asking you to stand back a bit and really sort of introspect into what you're doing and why you're doing it. And also he's asking you to share your knowledge with the rest of the world, which I'm going to say again, but is a very humanitarian thing for Aquarius. So starting out with this reading, it might be a very for you to step up into that humanitarian role might be something that you should sort of steer towards for the month of September, because there's a lot of those kind of energies coming up for you in the month of September. The next one we have is the Five of Swords. So there's conflict. So I'm just going to actually move this one aside, because this one is really dictates what's going on with the King of Swords. So I'm just going to move it aside for a minute and then just follow through with these. So there's conflict. There's a position of power. Who has the power? It's also about walking away. And also with the Hermit here, it's your knowledge is very powerful, and how you speak to people and how you deliver that knowledge is very powerful. So the Hermit knows this, and the Hermit would not use that knowledge in a negative way, or to overcome people, or put yourself more in a bullying kind of position over others. So you be mindful of what that knowledge is that you have, that you can share with others, and how you're sharing it. Don't put yourself in a bullying position where you're trying to be better than other people. Think about what other people's thoughts are, because everybody's experiences are different. And also it's if you are in a situation where you're up against somebody that is trying to get the upper hand, or you feel like that you need to be defensive, maybe back down a bit with that, because that's not really necessarily going to be a good thing for you. And then we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups takes us back to our childhood. People from the past coming into the future, memories from the past, dreams that you have. It's also the card of giving and receiving, so there may be a lot of giving and receiving, especially with the idea of this kind of humanitarian thing. So in this case, going back to that sort of those memories of the past is going to be good for you. We've got the Hermit here, who is very introspective. So really, maybe it's like soul searching for you, going back to the past. Also, watch out for people from the past coming through to the future. And also, maybe there were situations from the past. There was conflict from the past that now needs to be addressed here. And then we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is another king. So this king is different than the King of Swords. The Wands are the fire signs. That's going to be Aries. That is going to be Leo. And that is going to be Sagittarius. So watch for people with those sun signs. The Wands are very bold, and they're very direct, and they're very active, and they have a lot of energy, and they put their energy to good use. They like being busy. They have great ideas. They're the ones that are the idea makers, not so much the idea, not so much the workers behind the ideas. They come up with the ideas. So there's going to be a person representative of that type of energy for you in the month of September. It also may be you being put into a leadership role. In this leadership role, you have to be very active, and you have to really get onto it, and you really sort of have to get things going in the month of September. What else does Aquarius need to know about in the month of September? The month of September for Aquarius. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles represents hard work. It represents working on something that you love, and it also represents rewards coming from your hard work. So you're going to be working hard. This active energy from the King of Wands will definitely put you in a position where you're going to have to get things going and get on the move. But also, you may be rewarded. There may be, for some of you, just rewards. People showing their appreciation for all the work that you do. Then we have the Hierophant. So this is another major arcana card. So the Hierophant is really steamed in traditional religious values. Things that are very traditional, things that have always sort of been in place, that you don't sort of step outside these rules. These are the rules, and this is the way it goes. The Hierophant is also a leader, so for the Hierophant, he needs a group. So you might, for some of you, be put in a position that you are in that kind of traditional kind of role, not so much religious, perhaps a religious, but where you have a congregation, where you public speaking, consulting, things of that nature. And then we have a major arcana card. So you have some important lessons for the month of September. Strength is about your power, but it's also about your emotional power. So we have like the sort of conflict cards. We've got not so much the Five of Wands, but more so in the Five of Swords. But we do have two fives here. And the fives, once again, are bounce back numbers. So you can either get lost in the energies of the five, that kind of like conflicting turmoil kind of energy, or you can bounce out of it. You can be on top, you could be the leader, you could go step above any situation, not get yourself involved in things that are going to affect your integrity. And strength is very good with that because it's a power card, but it's also about being in control of your emotions, being able to calm people down. So you've got the Hierophant, so you might have this ability to consult or public speak or be in a situation where you do have a congregation of people. And you can use your voice in a very powerful way if you just, in a calming, powerful manner with strength. And then we have another Major Arcana card. So yeah, we've got lots of Major Arcana cards for you. Big themes happening in the month of September for you, Aquarius. Stars, faith and hope and belief. It's a very positive card, but the positivity goes along with the belief in yourself as well. We have water, and we have water in the urns here, which is very much the symbol of Aquarius. And the water represented in the symbol of Aquarius is really about the water of knowledge and how you can spread that knowledge across the world, for the world to make the world a better place. So you've got your emotional strength here. You've got your ability to not only believe in yourself, but help others believe in themselves. And you've got the Hierophant. So we're sort of coming along here in a very powerful position for some of you Aquarians. And then we have another Major Arcana. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is about changes. It's about ups and downs. It's about how time keeps going. And this is always a good sign because it's a sign of good fortune, but it's a sign of good changes too. And it's also, for some, a sign of destiny. So there's powerful movement here for you at the end of September or within September with the Hierophant, with strength, with the star, and then finally with the Wheel of Fortune, putting everything into a really nice change for you. The thing that you have to really sort of be mindful of is not only this, which be mindful because you may be in an opportunity, even if you feel that you are out in the cold, but you may be in an opportunity to really do some substantial things, and especially the luck is coming from the Knight of Cups. So that is you are in a position to do stuff, to be of service, and to do this in a very emotional way, which is kind of out of your wheelhouse. But if you steer yourself towards the emotional qualities within you, it's putting you into a really good direction. You just have to introspect and don't use your wisdom in ways that are going to affect your integrity. Use them in more positive and powerful ways. There may be things from your past that are coming to the future, or you may be releasing a lot of karma through the month of September. I usually stop here, but we have one last card that I am going to bring into the picture as well. So our final card for you before we do the oracles is coming from another Major Arcana. So we have 5 in a row here, like boom, 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 boom. And ending with the Sun is amazing because that is just such a successful. So that really drives the good fortune of the Wheel of Fortune into the Sun, which is success, which is joy, which is happiness. For some of you, it can also entertain children or animals, depending on what's going on. It can be places in the Southern Hemisphere, but ultimately it is a very good card of success. It's the most positive card in the tarot deck. So that's it for the tarot cards. There's a lot of, you've got a lot of big themes happening for you in the month of September, Aquarius. It's going to be a big, bold month for you. You really are going to have to be mindful, though, of what's going on. Open up that emotional valve, because it's going to be, that's where your luck is coming from. Seek the truth in all that you do. You might get, that's the overall energy. Just be very, when you speak truthfully, speak honestly. And what we have here from the Wisdom Oracle is from number 15, which indicates a message in a bottle. So look for the synchronicities. It's the number 15. look for that number. It also, in numerology, boils down to the number 6, so be mindful of the 6. But there's going to be synchronicities. There's going to be hidden messages. Messages in the bottle are going to be coming your way, and they can pop out at any time. So take anything that's come to you, any little sort of like symbolism, any synchronicity, and use that wisely in the month of September. What else does Aquarius need to know about for the month of September? Our dear friends Aquarius, from the animal spirit, what advice can you give our friends Aquarians, animal spirit, for the month of September? Okay, that's quite a statement. So it's coming from number 55, if you break down into numerology, which is bounce back number. And it's coming from Rhino Spirit, which means you can overcome any obstacle. So there are going to be a few there's 5s here for sure. You've got 3 5s. You can overcome any obstacle. Once again, the 5 is the bounce back card. Don't let it drag you down. You can bounce back. You've got the star here. You've got personal strength. You've got the wheel of fortune change into good fortune. You've got the sun. You have a situation where you can use your knowledge in a very useful public kind of way. There will be work, but it's going to be rewarding work. So what does Moonology, what do the Moonology oracles have? What kind of advice do they have for Aquarius in the month of September? The month of September for Aquarius. The month of September for Aquarius. So I want to kind of point out as well, for some, not all of you, but the direction of the major arcana cards at the bottom here could be that you are, you could be moving into a place of in the southern hemisphere, and it could be even with strength here. It might be a place where you'll find lions. And so keep that in mind. This isn't going to be for everybody, but keep that in mind. You might have an opportunity to work either in third world countries or places where there is a lot of sunshine, and this will be a good place for you. If these offers come up, it is going to be a good place for you to go towards. So like I said, it's not going to be for everyone, but there is kind of like some telltale signs here that for some of you these opportunities might arise. So the Moonology oracle comes from Void of Course Moon, and it says nothing will come out of this situation. So this is a forewarning. Once again, we can easily tie that back to this situation here, where if you do have a confrontation and that you feel that somebody's trying to get the best of you or get the upper hand, and you feel like you're in that defensive mode, please walk away, because it's not going to be good for you at all. Nothing will come out of the situation. You don't have to defend yourself. It will all take care of itself on its own. All right, Aquarius, so that's your reading for the month of September. If you like my readings, please subscribe and press like. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I'm not new to tarot, but I am new to YouTube, so this is a new learning experience for me. So I appreciate your patience if I'm slow in getting back to you about anything. I promise you that I will pick up the pace sooner than later. I will leave descriptions in the description box, including a link for donations, which are greatly appreciated and highly useful during these times of change. And especially for some, if you can't afford to have a full reading but really appreciate what I'm doing here, donations are really, really appreciated. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. And if you want a personal reading from me, please go to my Etsy shop, Love Grows Tarot shop, and you can purchase one there. It's going to be a very big September for you, Aquarius. You're going to get through it. There's a lot of major arcana cards here. There's a lot of big themes and a lot of big changes happening for you in very positive ways. And so I hope you have a great September. Please stay safe, and I will see you again next time.